This video is part of the My Creation playlist.
Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to attempt to create an RC car using Lego. Now I'm going to try to go away from the stereotypical toy RC car as you can see here and try to create it a bit smart so that, for example, has a few sensors, it can drive itself and that kind of stuff. So let's get started. First, what is an RC car? Well, an RC car is basically a radio controlled car according to Google, and for simple talk, that's a car that uses a remote to be controlled. Now, first thing I did was create a checklist for this project, as you can see here, and it's using the same template from my previous video as they are part of the same series. And first of all, you've got to design it. Next, we got to build a skeleton, an engine, and the cover for it. So let's get.
Alright, now I've designed it. I've got a bunch of Lego Technique pieces and the plan. What do I need to do next? Well, before I can introduce some electronics, I need to build the skeleton for it to hold everything I'm going to put inside of it. So, let's just quickly build that.
So now we have our car skeleton, which has, although it might seem like something really simple, has a few good features such as where it opens and closes so that you can program the car to do different things. We also got a space for, we're going to add some more decoration, and we already have the...
Okay, next with that done, let's add some electronics. So, I have the Lego Mindstorm the newer set, and that's got a few helpful features, but we've still got to try to improvise and add some stuff. For example, they only give me 3 DC motors, and I need originally it'd be perfect if I had 4, but because I've only got 3, I'm gonna have to make the back wheels powered by only 1, and although that might seem easy, it's gonna have a bit of complications, so let's try to add to that. Okay, so we've nearly finished the aesthetics. I've added a few Lego pieces to it, and it's looking a pretty strong design as well. And we got Bob the driver. Next, I'm gonna do the programming of the car, and it's gonna use a remote. So let's start. Okay, now this is better. So far I have created the car, and I nearly finished the aesthetics. I'm probably gonna add a few more lights with the micro bit, but now let's start the programming. So first thing I did is create a variable, because as you saw there, once the joystick was used and it made the car go forward, it also didn't have a stop, so it would just go on until the car runs out of battery. So how do we stop that? Well, first of all, we need to use a variable, and I've created a variable called going forward, and that one is used on each one that has either going forward or backwards. So that's important because even if you remove this variable, although it still works, the car won't actually ever stop. And also I used a handbrake with the space key so that when you press space, the car also stops all its engines. So that's a few key features, but now it just goes forward and backwards, and that's not much like a car. We need to have some directions. So how do we do that, you may ask? Well, first thing I did is use the control section and selected it so that it actually goes to the left and right rather than up and down. And also made the engines go faster and in the same direction. Why did I do this? Well, the reason is because when they all go the same direction, the carpet or the whatever track you're using creates a lot of friction between the wheels and the ground, and it takes a lot more speed for it to move even slowly. And if you left it at 50% speed, like when it's driving, it would barely move at all. So we just need to increase the speed to the maximum and make them go that same direction. So now we have made it go left, right, forward and back. So next I'm going to add a few lights using the microbit, and then we have to see the final product. Alright, now before I continue and introduce some lights, first thing I want to do is create a sonar which stops the car when there's an obstacle close. Now originally I was going to do it on both the back and the front, but then I realised, Lego only gives me one and it costs £40 to have another. So I'm just going to put one on the front. Hopefully you don't just spam the backwards button, and let's get started. So I've already built the sonar in the car, and all we need to do is program it. So I'm just gonna get a forever loop. The good thing about this is similar to Scratch. So there's the same rules because this is a collab between Lego and Scratch. And there's a few simple stuff, and if you know on Scratch, it's the same on this. So if I just see, yep. So if the sonar detects that it is closer than, let's do 25 centimeters. This is very accurate sonar. I mean, it's not as accurate as others, but it's pretty good. Yeah, then for now, I'm gonna stop all motors. Now let's test that out. So if we just open the car, we put it on the ground, and I'm going to make an obstacle. Yep. Now let's see if this works. Hopefully it is, because if it does, that was pretty simple to introduce. So let's see. Oh, that actually works. I'm going to make the distance a bit smaller, but otherwise it works like a dream. So let's make that, I'm going to make that 10 centimeters, see how it works. Get that, and test it. It actually works. So that's a good start. Next I'm going to add some lights. The sonar was a success, so let's go. Okay, here is my final product. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the design as it has a few really good features. First of all, it's really easy to charge. We just have to open and close that. We also have a unique animation for whenever you start the car. So if I just show you that real quick. That's pretty cool. And over here, you might have realized that some lights have turned on. Now these lights can either turn on manually or automatically when a sensor I programmed detects if it's dark. In these lights, there are also sonar, which stops the car from having collisions with obstacles. And let me just demonstrate that quickly. So let me just demonstrate that for you real quick. If I just quickly start the car, then once it's close to the wall, it actually stops before it has any collision or any obstacles. Now using this sonar, it was pretty easy to program. Just detect what distance there is between you and the obstacle, and if it is under a certain point that I've decided, then that's when you stop all engines in the car. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you want more of these videos, make sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Bye.